This is INCRadio, DZEM 954, the voice of truth, the official radio station of the Church of Christ, or Iglesianicristo.
Good afternoon and good evening. Welcome to INC Radio, Orange County, California. My name is Sister Celine Barrientos from the local of Anaheim, and I'm joined by.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. My name is Sister Ashley Mariano. I'm also from the local of Anaheim.
And you're watching INC Radio, Orange County, California.
So for our broadcast today, please be sure to leave your comments down below, but not just your comments, but also your local hashtags for us to count them up for our weekly hashtag count to see if your local will be our winners in our top 3 for this week.
So for us, it'd be hashtag Anaheim. So
hashtag Anaheim.
Hashtag Anaheim. Okay, so
Sister Celine, what are we doing today?
So,
what is our broadcast?
For our broadcast today, we will be featuring a sister fresh out of high school, and she will be sharing her memories and experience all throughout her 4 years. So speaking of our guest, could we have our guest introduce herself?
Hello, brothers and sisters. I'm Sister Yvette Manzano, and I'm a Bini officer, edification and propagation. I'm an adult choir member and the CVS overseer. I love to cook. Pancit and palabok is my most favorite food to make and to eat. And lastly, I like to sketching houses and buildings, all sorts of stuff like that.
Wow. Welcome, Sister Yvette. We're super happy to have you. And that was just a little bit about Sister Yvette. So you have a lot of offices. Congratulations. We wanted to get to know a little bit more of your high school life before later on we'll go into your future plans after high school. But first off, where did you go to high school?
For the last 4 years of high school, I went to Anaheim High.
Anaheim High School. It's literally down the street. Okay, so since you spent your 4 years of high school in Anaheim High School, what were some of your favorite classes over those 4 years?
I would say one of my favorite classes were chemistry, math, and AVID.
Ooh. Well, for those maybe who are watching who don't know what AVID is, can you kind of explain what that is?
So AVID is a good opportunity program that helps you to get ahead in life with college and all sorts of stuff like that. Many opportunities like field trips of seeing colleges and universities or stuff like that you've never seen before around your area, and it's an opportunity to give you an open mindset of like what school that you've never been to, what colleges that you probably want to join to in the future. And in your senior year, with this AVID program, it helps you what's that word? With your application with FAFSA, with your college and university applications and your scholarships, it's all in class. You don't have to do it before school or during school or after school. It's all in class. So
that's awesome, especially since like while you're in high school, some students may not think, oh, I have 4 years. I can do college then maybe in my senior year. Or maybe there's even high school students who they have no idea maybe how to even apply. Oh my goodness, college? Like what is that?
So you
can have a lot of confusion. So having a program like that in your high school must have really helped you, especially prepare for college.
Definitely.
That's really cool because I know not all high schools have ADVID because the high school I went to, we didn't have ADVID. We had IB. That's not the same thing as AVID, but it's really cool. Sister Ashley, you want to go ahead and ask?
Yeah, so just overall, I know we spoke a little bit of maybe some of your favorite classes, but just in general, reflecting back on high school, how did you feel? How did you handle it? What were some challenges maybe that you faced? Maybe some special memories you have while you were in high school, just to know a little bit more of your high school experience.
Well, one of the challenges I had to face up with during our freshman year, we didn't get to experience our freshman in high school. It was all in quarantine. And we came back in person in sophomore year, and everything was difficult of how everything processed and everything. But one of my favorite memories were the activities that was given in our school, especially the spirit weeks, with our sharing our culture, the activities I was given during lunches, that helps us to socialize with our peers in our school, stuff like that.
That's so fun. I would say I miss high school, but I kind
Oh,
of
yeah.
don't.
I miss high school. It was just last year for me, but I miss it so
It was not
much.
last year for me.
Okay, so I know you mentioned the difficulties that you had in high school. More on the positive side, what are things you're thankful for from high school?
What I'm really thankful for, I've mentioned it before, was that getting along with your peers, definitely with the positive community, is definitely helpful in our society, especially outside of school. But yeah.
So, do you have any advice to maybe those? I know that in the
Yeah.
local of Anaheim, there's a lot of young brethren who are coming from middle school going into high school,
Yeah.
or maybe we have a lot of lower classmen in high school. Do you have any advice that you'd like to share or give to any of our viewers and listeners that are tuning in?
With my experience in high school, the advice I can give you is definitely manage your time, especially for those who are planning on getting a part-time job or who's already working. Especially if you want to take in extracurricular activities like clubs or sports, or if you're like me who has duties in the church, or anything else after school. Definitely manage your time. And how I do that by managing my time was using planners, calendars, just to keep on track with everything and just being organized with my things so I'm not losing track of time or just, losing,
Yeah, no, because it's a lot.
yeah.
I used the exact same. I would use planners. I made sure my schedule was down to the very time. Like I would put 10:30 to 10:35. I would make sure every single time
By
was
the minute, by the second.
By the second. I know you mentioned extracurriculars, and I wanted to ask: did you do any extracurriculars during your high school years?
Actually none. I wanted to participate sports in the fall seasons, but one of the sports was reflective on my duties in the church, so I didn't take any extracurricular activities.
Sacrifice.
Yeah.
True sacrifice. And I know high school very stressful, as all three of us knows. High school's very stressful.
I still think about it.
A little traumatizing, but it's
Yeah.
okay.
Carrying it to college, past college.
No, I know. Since it was a very stressful time, I wanted to ask who are your biggest supporters all throughout high school?
Definitely my family first. My teachers and staff members at my school, and my friends at the church as well. They're very, very big supportive with everything that I have going on with my life. So
What's nice about, I apologize for us speaking a lot by the local of Anaheim, but we have three sisters from the local of Anaheim here.
Yay, hashtag Anaheim.
But what's great is I know that even maybe in the other bigger locals that are tuning in with us, I know for us here in the local of Anaheim, there's a lot of brethren who are in similar age groups, especially who are of the same age. So were you able to maybe connect and maybe, still maybe now, bond with the brethren here in Anaheim who are maybe going through the same things that you're going through? You talk to to your fellow Binhi,
yeah.
our former Binhi president here.
Yeah, I did. With the Binhis, mainly the Binhis because I'm a Binhi officer, so we're like family and all that stuff. I definitely reach out a lot with the Binhi president, so like my former Binhi president, which is Sister Celine, brother Andrew, and sister Nicole. So yeah.
Wow, I completely forgot they were our former Binhi president.
Weren't you Binhi president at one time?
That was years ago. Years ago. But still, to just kind of wrap up you're kind of reflecting on your high school experience, were there any special moments or memories that you just kind of want to talk about while you were in high school?
I would say the football seasons. I never experienced attending football games before. Until senior year, I was able to go out. I was able to experience what football games were like. It's a very fun experience for me. So
Very, very fun. I love football games. I mean, I was a cheerleader, so I had to cheer for them.
I've only been to our football games. Well, special mention. Sister Yvette and I went to the same high school.
Yeah.
Not together though, but
No, yeah, you did. You're so young. You're so young.
thanks. Thanks, silly. But I think I only went to our football game after I graduated.
After you graduated.
I didn't go to any games while I was in high school or things, but I'm sure it would have been fun.
Yeah.
Oh, but now we're gonna go ahead and show a slideshow of some of the graduation pictures
you
of
look
Sister
so
Yvette.
cute.
I love the colors.
The
Sister
colors.
Yvette, can you explain some of the what you're wearing?
Yes.
Your
So-
stoles.
Me and my brother wanted to match, and
So cute.
we decided to go with blue. I couldn't figure out if I wanted to wear white or if I want to wear black at my graduation, but I decided just to go blue, black, and a little bit of white in there. um, and I just wear a black sweater because it's a short sleeve, and and yeah, that's why I wear my graduation day.
Oh, nice. What are some of the pins that you have on your stole? Maybe it might be a little too small
I
for
can't
me,
remember.
especially trying to look at our TV here. But
I did get the one of the pins I remember I had was from Avid. I got 2 pins from Avid, and the other one I think I achieved in a class that I finished. I forgot what that one was, and then I got that pin from the capstone project, and there was an extra pin that we received from the police officer that gave it to us during our practice ceremony of our graduation day.
oh, that's cool.
So it's just an extra little
Mhm.
tiny
Yeah.
pin. So
I see you representing our culture.
Yes.
underneath our Filipino pride culture underneath there. Oh,
So
hi,
cute.
Mom.
So just go more into depth. The pins are basically like accomplishments you did all throughout high school. So since, as we could see, you graduated, how does it feel to be a 2024 high school graduate?
She's our guest because she graduated.
Yes, you graduated. If that wasn't clear.
It definitely feels amazing. I
Mhm.
feel very, very happy and relieved, and I was excited too.
Mhm.
4 years felt very, very long, and especially senior year felt longer
Mhm.
than the rest of the high school years. But my goal was just to stay on track with everything and just graduate. And yet here I am. I finished high school and I graduated, and it's amazing
Yay!
feeling.
Yes, you did it. We're so proud of you. Okay, so now that you're finished with high school, what plans do you have?
I'm definitely going to college.
Yes, college. What major are you planning? That doesn't make, that's not grammatically correct. What do you plan on majoring in college?
What major is you?
Architecture. Architecture.
Architect.
Oh,
Ooh.
well, Sister Yvette did mention that she loves to sketch, loves to
Mhm.
draw. Was that kind of your inspiration
Oh,
on
yeah.
going into architecture?
Yes.
Wow, maybe just kind of going into maybe your visions and your designs into architecture. Do you have any? This might be too in depth, but do you have any dream buildings that you kind of want to design in the
Well-
future, or do you have any inspirational buildings that you kind of look at and you're like, wow, I wish I could draw that? Or,
Probably like one of those like futuristic designs that I've seen recently.
Mhm.
But I'm more into sketching like business buildings, all sorts of stuff like that. Even the Church of Christ buildings too.
She'll be in architecture for the
Mhm.
church.
She's gonna build chapels, and she's gonna build a house for me and a house for Sister Ashley.
Yes, you can design
Oh, yeah.
when I have more money.
When we have money, you can build our house. I totally forgot to mention, but since you mentioned you're going to be an architecture major, where are you planning on going to college?
Fullerton College.
Fullerton
Woo!
College.
She's staying in Anaheim.
Yes, don't leave us.
That's so fun. Well, I know I spoke with your mother yesterday. She
Yeah.
said that you're going to Fullerton Community College,
Mhm.
which is right down the street. But maybe after Fullerton College, where would you think you might want to transfer to?
I'm still thinking about what university I want to go to.
Mhm.
I still want to stay here.
Yes,
but,
don't leave.
Sister Celine's like
Don't leave.
her eyes.
But I still kind of want to transfer at least to explore the world on my
Mhm.
own, how everything works and stuff like that.
Mhm.
But right now I'm just still keeping my options open.
Yeah. And
Yes.
anything can happen. And
Mhm.
you might find other universities later on that maybe you
Oh,
haven't thought of. And then you could go
Mhm.
visit them and you could travel and
Oh,
bring
yeah.
Sister Celine and I with
Yes,
you. We'll be
and build our
chaperones.
house.
We can start thinking about it. Look,
Oh,
at,
yeah.
look at
Yes.
places, research together.
Yes, that would be so fun. I've always wanted to ask since because as long I've just for a backstory, I've known Sister Yvette since we were like very very young, like CWS. And I just wanted to ask, since you really like sketching, as long as I've known her, she's loved to sketch. Did you always know you wanted to major in architecture?
I just knew.
Did
Yeah, I
you
just
know?
knew.
You just knew. You had a feeling.
Yeah.
That's so fun. Did you? She's like, I'm so tired of Sister Celine. She needs to move out. She wants to move out now.
No, you were staying hopefully in Anaheim,
Yes.
but wherever God takes you.
Yes.
Please.
Wherever God takes you, we're following you.
Is there anyone else that maybe inspires you with your future plans, or is anyone who's maybe
My
keeping you
dad.
grounded?
Your dad.
Oh.
Back in elementary school, I always given a project for each of the students in
Uh-huh.
elementary. I think it was in 5th grade.
Mhm.
We were given a project assignment just to build whatever culture that we chose,
Mhm.
and I couldn't do it because I didn't know how it works and everything. He did it for me, and
Aw.
since then I was like inspired of how he builds on his own. I was like, I
Mhm.
want to do that too.
Aw.
And I've known that architecture you could build on your own mini project or
Yes.
design. So I'm
Mhm.
like, I'm gonna do architecture.
Wow,
That is so
I-
fun.
don't think I'd be able to do that.
I was
so-
just gonna say the same thing.
So, all the props to you, Sister
Yeah.
Yvette, because when
Mhm.
I see maybe on social media, the mini short videos that would just pop up and people, oh, I'm majoring architecture, here's my building and my final project. I'm like, oh wow.
I know I can barely build
can
Legos.
never- I think Legos are my limit with the instructions.
I know,
With
right?
the instructions. So that's so fun. That's so.
That is
Are you
so fun.
excited? We're excited.
We're excited for you.
Yeah, I'm very,
Excited.
very excited.
That's
I can't wait
good.
to do all the art. I can't wait to participate in the architecture programs, all that stuff, and how everything's gonna go. So yeah.
What do you think you're most excited for after high school? Well, now you're gonna be Kadima soon.
Yay!
Well, mainly just being a Kadiwa soon. I'm gonna be 18 like around October. Still feels long, but I can't wait to be a Kadiwa because everyone has been asking me like, "Aren't you Kadiwa? I thought you were Kadiwa." I'm like, no, I'm still Benhipo. Yeah.
I know
Yeah.
that we hear Sister Edna saying she's still been
Yes.
This is our Kadiwa president. Special greeting to our Kadiwa president right here.
and our former Benny president. This is our team. I know. Well, with college, and it's great that at least you're still within your home local, so you can. Where have you think? Have Let me try to phrase this correctly. From starting maybe high school to now graduating and thinking about your future plans, just reflecting on your growth, how do you think you've grown from those 4 years into now planning to go to college, being the
Yeah.
best architecture?
I would say that before I was like really, really shy. I try to be active with in school and especially with church activities. But it's difficult for me to do that when I'm not very sociable. But with high school, it growth me to become to growth my personality and becoming confident in socializing with not just only in my school with the students and the teachers there, but with the brethren and my local and other locals as well.
Oh yeah.
That is so much fun. I wanted to ask. Never mind, I lost my train of thought. The question was right there, but then I forgot what I was gonna ask you.
It's okay.
So
So
sad.
Cecily, do you want to go ahead and read maybe some of the comments that
Yes, I
we
do.
have? That we have in our comments below. Again, please continue to send your comments.
Yes.
Do your local hashtag challenge. But Sister Celine, some of our comments.
I wanted to give a special greeting. Sorry, I don't have my glasses on, so I have to. I wanted to give a special shout out to Sister Rona, our resident minister's wife. Hello, po. And then, Sash, you want to go ahead and
And we also have Melody to just tuning in with us, Ron and Sister Lauren tuning in with us. We have Brother Julian giving a special greeting to one of our, also from Anaheim,
hashtag
our-
Anaheim.
hashtag Anaheim's high school graduate brother, Edward DeJoes. Congratulations to you too. And also to all the other 2024 graduates from college and high school throughout our district. Congratulations.
Yes, congratulations to you all. So we're going to go ahead and move on to our CFO in action. So from July 22 to 27, we have our week-long INC 110 activities. And then July 28, we have our INC 110 concert. And please continue to register for our INC 110 activities. And then Sister Ashley?
Yes. So we're super excited for all of the activities coming up. And we're actually very sad that now we're coming close to the end
We
of our
are.
broadcast.
Very
But
sad.
before we close off and do our special greetings, we also want to ask Sister Yvette if you had any special greetings, special mentions that you'd like to give out.
I want to shout out to my nanay and McCoy and my tatay that's at rehab right now. So hello.
Hello.
Thank
Thank you for tuning in.
You don't know, McCoy is her little brother.
He was shown on
You
the.
were shown in the. Now, Sister Yvette, this was your first time on INCRadio, Orange County, California. We're super happy
Mhm.
to have had you. But
Thank you.
just to kind of wrap up our broadcast, how do you feel? How was your experience with us?
Be
today?
honest. Be honest. Don't sugarcoat
How was
anything.
Sister Celine?
How was Sister Ashley?
I was pretty nervous. I had a very bad stomach ache here.
Oh, no.
But I really enjoyed my time with you guys, especially. It's a nice conversation with you too. So
Mhm.
thank you for joining me here.
Thank you for being here.
for joining us.
You joined us.
We are here almost every week for fun. We love performing for radio.
We love
We
INC
hope-
Radio, Orange County, California.
You're watching INC Radio, but we hope that you come back with a
Yes.
guest as a guest with
Next
us
week?
soon. Maybe you could bring your family with
Yes,
us.
that'd be
and then
so
we can,
fun.
We can interview you and talk about them. But before we officially close out, and I'll go ahead and do our special greetings. We want to go ahead and give out the hashtag winners for today, for
Yes.
this week. So if we could
Yes.
have a quick drum roll, please. For third place, we have the local congregation of Riverside. Woo! In second place,
We have
I
to do
think
the
we
la-
could say this.
we can say
together.
this one.
I think
Ready?
we say it all together.
Second
Second place is 1, 2, 3.
Anaheim!
Hashtag Anaheim. And in first place, we have the local congregation of Cerritos. I think the local congregation of Cerritos was also first place last week.
Okay, our
So,
champions.
Okay, streak.
Okay.
Okay, first place streak. Let's see. Local of Cerritos. Look ahead and see if you'll also be first place maybe next week. So
For the rest of the year?
so for all of our other viewers and listeners tuning in, you have to tune in next week to see who will be our top 3
Mhm.
again for our weekly hashtag winners. So again, before we close out our broadcast, we do have some other special thanks that we like to give. Firstly, to our executive minister, Brother Eduardo V. Manalo, our CFO coordinator and SEBC CEO, Brother Angelo Aranio V. Manalo, our district minister here in the District of Orange County, California, Brother Hansel F. De Jos, our district CFO overseer, Brother Andres Nicolas Jr., and our executive producer, Brother Emmanuel Andaya. We thank you all for tuning in with us this morning. Please go ahead and continue tuning in as we pass it over to the next satellite.
Bye.